Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alia Humaira binti Abdul Talik, number matrix 303452, and I will be presenting about company profile and international environment. Okay, first, I will let you know about the company background. Morning Moose India Berhad is a Malaysian dairy company established in 2005 and headquartered in Johor, operating a vertically integrated model covering farming, processing, and distribution. So, after 20 years of strong domestic performance, the company is expanding into international markets. So, the state that we chose to be the target market is Singapore, because Singapore was chosen due to its close geographical distance with Malaysia and the headquarters, similar socio-cultural background, and shared taste preferences with Malaysia, which helps maintain milk freshness. Okay, now distribution partner. The company partners with Fresh and Natural Foods Pte Ltd, a major milk importer in Singapore, distributing through supermarkets, hotel, cafes, and restaurant. So, Morning Moose India Berhad has products, offers fresh milk in flavors such as original, chocolate, strawberry, and because it's exported in Singapore, it has introduced Gula Melaka as a flavor tailored to local tastes.
I will explain the international environmental factors that affect Morning Moose Sdn Bhd and expanding their business to Singapore. Understanding this factor has to ensure a smooth and successful expansion. Firstly is the political factors. Malaysia and Singapore are members of AFTA, so which allows zero import tax and faster custom clearance. This reduces export costs and make it easier for our product to enter Singapore. Singapore also has a stable political system which is lower risk business risk and encourage foreign investment. Next is economic factors. Singapore has one of the strongest economies in the region. Consumer has a very high income levels and Singapore dollars is more stronger than Malaysian ringgit. This allows Morning Moose to sell products at higher price and earn better profit margins. Singapore consumer also depend heavily on imported product and willing to pay more for premium dairy beverage. This is the technological factors. Singapore has advanced digital infrastructures, high internet users, and strong e-commerce. Such as Lazada and Shopee. Smart logistics system, cold chain technology, and ERP system help ensure our dairy products are stored and transported at the correct temperature, so reducing loss and maintaining quality. Fourth is social cultural factors. Singapore consumer value health, convenience, and quality. Their lifestyle support ready-to-drink dairy product and cultural similarities with Malaysia. English language labelings and local flavor like Gula Melaka help our product gain acceptance in the market. Next is a legal and regulatory factors. Singapore has a strict food safety laws controlled by Singapore as Foods Agency (SFA) is in Singapore Custom. Morning Moose must prepare all the required permits, certificates, and proper product labeling to avoid delay or penalties. Lastly, environmental and sustainability factors. Singapore strongly support environmental protection. Morning Moose use eco-friendly and PLA packaging, efficient logistics, and follow all the ESG principles, which strengthens our product image and meets government expectation. That's all.
Good evening, everyone. So today I'll be presenting the part 2 of the transportation of Morning Moose Sdn Bhd, focusing on the transportation. So since Morning Moose is a dairy producer, our biggest challenge is to ensure the milk to stay fresh and safe during the export process. That means we rely heavily on cold chain logistics, especially on the refrigerated trucks, to maintain constant low temperature to export from Malaysia to Singapore. So For our chosen mode transportation is a road and using a refrigerated trucks. This is because its milk is a very highly perishable and any temperature swings can compromise the food safety. So cold chain truck allow us to deliver milk quickly while keeping it safe within the temperature. Another reason we use road transport is about because the cost. So for short distances, truck are the most economical option compared to rail or sea. Research shows that road transport has lower operating costs for short routes, while sea or rail heavily become cheaper when it involve the long distance. So for our export, we export from Malaysia to Singapore. So it's short distance, so truck provide the best value for money and the fastest delivery. Let me walk you through the export journey for Monimu Sdn Bhd. So it begins at our Johor Bahru facility where milk is pasteurized and packaged under a very strict hygiene standard. Immediately after processing, the milk is cooled and stored in the temperature control tanks. So after that, once an order is confirmed, milk is loaded into the refrigerated trucks. This truck travel directly to the border where custom inspection and documentation are completed. After clearance, the milk is delivered to the importer warehouse. Finally, upon arrival, the milk is either distributed directly to the retailer or processed into the secondary dairy product. This well-coordinated journey ensures that consumers in Singapore receive a milk that is fresh, safe and meet the international quality standards. So, in summary, Monimu export strategy relies on the refrigerated trucks for short distance transport. This choice balances freshness, cost efficiency and also speed. By maintaining a strict cold chain condition from Johor Bahru to Singapore, we guarantee that our milk arrives in a perfect condition for consumer. That's all from my part. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Aina Fimantima Azam. My metric number is 303449. Okay, for packaging requirement, Monimu focuses on protecting product quality and meeting Singapore regulations. Okay, first, fresh pasteurized milk is packed using HDPE bottles, which is these bottles are opaque, which is helps protect the milk from light exposure and also maintain freshness during the transportations. And also for UHT milk, Monimu use Tetra Pak aseptic packaging because it provides strong protection against air and also bacteria, which is allowing a longer shelf life without refrigeration. And this packaging also helps Monimu reduce logistic costs. Next, all packaging must comply with the Singapore Food Agency requirement, which is SFA regulations. These include nutrient labels, expiry dates, ingredient informations, and also country of origin. And also, proper labeling is important to avoid delays and also rejection at custom. Lastly, the products are packed into cartons, palletized, and also wrapped to reduce damage during transportation and ensure smooth delivery to Singapore.
Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Nurul Fatafika binti Sardi, number matrix 305603. For this part, I will be presenting part 3, export custom procedures for Monimu Sdn Bhd 3.1 country complex. Monimu fresh milk is a perishable dairy product, therefore food safety, hygiene and cold chain compliance are very important in the export process. Singapore is chosen as our export market because it is geographically close to Malaysia, has high purchasing power and depends heavily on imported dairy products. 3.2 Export Custom Legal Framework. Regarding the Export Customs Legal Framework, the Singapore Customs is the appropriate authority that regulates import procedures in Singapore. Singapore Food Agency is responsible for ensuring that all imported food products, especially dairy products, meet food safety, labeling and cold chain requirements before entering the Singapore market. In terms of customs classification, our milk products fall under SH codes, code 04029900 for flavored milk. These classifications have custom authorities determine the correct regulation, documents, and tax treatment. 3.3 Export Procedures. Morning Moose Sdn Bhd make sure that every procedure process of exporting our fresh flavored milk to Singapore is in line with the Malaysian and Singaporean regulation without compromising the quality of the products. 3.3.1 Export Procedures in Malaysia. For the export procedures in Malaysia, all products undergo quality checks including microbiological testing, pasteurization at 72 degrees Celsius for 15 seconds, and packaging integrity tests using HDPE bottles and Tetra Pak packaging. Before exporting, the company must be registered with the Companies Commission of Malaysia and obtain an export license from the Ministry of International Trade and Industry. Important export documents such as Custom Form K2, Commercial Invoice, Packaging List, Certificate of Origin and Head Certificate are prepared, and the export permit is applied through TradeNet. 3.3.2 Export Procedures in Singapore. Once the shipments arrive in Singapore, it is inspected by Singapore Customs and the Singapore Food Agency. They check labeling compliance, including nutri-grade labels, product origin, batch records, and temperature monitoring. After clearance at Woodlands or Tuas, the meat is delivered to Fresh and Natural Foods, which is a leading meat importer in Singapore. When all procedures are properly followed, Monimu is able to enjoy 0% import duty under Article while ensuring product safety and regulatory compliance. That's all for part 3. Thank you.
So, in conclusion, exporting Morning Moose Sdn Bhd flavored milk to Singapore is viable and strategically beneficial. The company is well prepared due to its vertically integrated model, strong quality control, halal certification, and product adaptation to local tastes. Singapore's stable economy, high purchasing power, and strict food safety standards also support the market entry, while short distance between Singapore and Malaysia, cold chain logistics and proper documentation ensure smooth distribution. Overall, Morning Moo has strong potential to compete successfully and expand sustainably in the Singapore market. That's all from our group. Thank you.